Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Dave, Neal, Belizean bad boy, no longer Hollywood hottie. Checking in with you guys. Happy Friday to everybody. Good to see all of you. Do me a favor, hit the like button if you enjoy the content I'm about to share with you on the way out the door. Don't forget to subscribe as we inch our way to 40,000 subscribers. This video is about Katie Thurston. We have a clue. Again, this isn't a spoiler. We're just playing clues. We're looking at what she's posting on her social media and trying to find some clues as to who she might have picked. And we have a little clue that somebody unearthed due to her social media yesterday, and I'm going to share that with you. First, if you guys want, I've got a Patreon episode coming out right after this video by noon today, Pacific time, patreon.com/Dave Neal. It'll have a lot of personal storytelling and ranting, and I'll be talking more about the Olympics and other things like that, so you can go over there to check on that. Now, let's get into Katie Thurston here, and by the way, I have to give her credit. Give credit where it is due. Her thirst to charity ratio on her Instagram is very good. You know what I mean? Like, she'll post a nice, what would you call this? Elegant shot here. I'll have to get Tasha's take on this. Glass of whiskey, thirst eyes, smize. The whole thing's going on, right? And then the next post, charity. That's how you use your platform right there. Little thirst, little charity. You get a little thirsty charity. You do what you got to do. That's Katie Thurston for you. So here she is talking about Mary's Place. Mary's Place provides safe, inclusive shelter and services that support unhoused women, children, and their families. The perfect place to donate my clothes and kitchen supplies to. A good reminder, research who it is you're donating to and where it goes. Great for everyone in the pandemic who's got a bunch of extra things that you've gotten rid of. Does it provide you joy anymore? No? Then say thanks and get it out. That goes for your clothing and your boyfriend who's sleeping on the couch. What are you doing over there, Jeremy? Get a job, am I right? All right, folks. That hit close to home for at least one person out there. And I know you're laughing and crying at the same time. Aren't we all? So anyway, she's posting about where she's giving her charity, her clothing to. And of course, and then, how are you going to glaze over this? A nice thirst photo right here. And then you guys know me, I love the comment section from other cast members because they're always like, ow, my chin hurts from my jaw dropping to the floor. There's always that. So, yes, queen, the type of thing. Jaw dropping, fire, dead, skull, fire, heart, fire. You'd think there was some tragedy happening. It's like, no, Katie just posted a lingerie pic. Anyway, folks, so let's go to her story right here and look for the clues. I'll let you know when to look for them, all right? We're looking for clues. If you don't know this story, join with me and see if you can find the clues as to who one of her final suitors might be. Play this right here.
I've hired someone to help me get organized today, so I'm going to be offline, ideally all day because I get so easily distracted. However, as I approach these final 2 weeks and reflecting on everything, I actually just want to say thank you to you guys for following me, for supporting me, for sending the love, because this shit's hard. I actually really look forward to it all being over and really getting to start my life, whatever that means next, which is why I've hired someone to help me wrap this place up so I can get the hell out of here. Anyway, just want to send my love, say thank you. I appreciate you all, and I can't wait for you guys to see the next chapter.
All right, Katie and I need your help. We need to find a place to donate.
Look for the clue.
So if you have any recommendations as a shelter or somewhere that will pick up,
Yes.
we'd appreciate. Where are you going, Katie?
San Diego.
She's moving to San Diego. Do you see it? All right. Did you guys catch it?
Some work to do.
Clues, folks. All right. So then anyway, they go there. I'm not going to play the music because it's licensed. And then there they are carrying their clothes and kitchen supply. Boy, look how, it's a good donation spot because they don't waste any money on the signage. You know what I mean?
This is like our toiletry room. Everything's off donations. Yeah, we have some wonderful donors, and so our
Fantastic.
Guests that come in, families, they come and do tours, and they get points, and we provide all their basic needs so they could save for housing. So from anything from toiletries to clothing to setting their new place up. Yeah, so...
this is important because there's so many people that are displaced due to domestic violence or other issues where, say the man was the breadwinner, he was in control of the money. As you guys know, I had my conversation with Emily Moynes, who will be on this upcoming Bachelorette episode, Hometowns, right? And she talks about how with her ex-husband, she didn't have any control over the finances and how there's like sort of financial abuse. And that absolutely happens. And plenty of people have written in saying they so relate to that story. Because a lot of times, in the traditional sense, the man would be out earning money when the woman's raising the child. And then the woman, she misses a few years in the job force, and whatever the case might be. And it's like, of course, a guy wants to provide. Who doesn't want to provide? But then that can be used against somebody in to control them when you have money. I mean, everyone with parents, it's like, when you're a kid, your parents, my house, my rules. It's like a good relationship shouldn't be my house, my rules. And anyway, to have organizations that provide simple things like toiletries and all the extra basic needs for someone who needs to make an exit from a toxic relationship or get started out, after being homeless and they're being reintroduced to housing, whatever the case may be, to have this support, so important.
Wow, that's this area.
So we're wrapping up. Cheers.
Cheers.
Also, shout out to Caitlin. Wait,
This is super good.
Oh, Caitlin's
this is Spade and Sparrow.
Spade and Sparrows.
And now we're just gonna relax.
I think it's one of my favorite reds. Actually, what do you think?
Girls drinking wine together. Big Friday story.
It's super smooth.
Cheers.
All right, let's see if there's anything else. All right, we'll get into that Michael A. content. We'll get into that later, and that's her thirsty Thurston photo.
With 3 vibrators.
She said did you guys get that last one? She goes, I'm leaving here with 3 vibrators. Oh, good. Listen, if we live in a world where you can't condom Marie, if those vibrators aren't providing joy to Katie Thurston, they better provide joy to somebody else. So jump on the train. Put some AA batteries in there, recharge your devices. I don't know if it's electric powered or gas powered, solar powered, or powered by the old hand. Whatever it is, it's a Friday afternoon and you enjoy those donations. All right, folks. So anyway, this is where the story begins. So we watched her story there. We're all having fun. We're all hanging out. It's a Friday. We're all dodging the clock, trying to drain the shot clock on life. And here it is. So Mandy posted this. She was Katie's friend with benefit. I don't mean that sexually. The benefit being she helped her declutter. Maybe it's, whatever floats your boat. So she posted this still shot. Now, I immediately noticed we had Katie Thurston's jersey here from throwing out the first pitch at the Mariners game, which, by the way, if you didn't watch my video analyzing Katie Thurston throwing out her first pitch at the Mariners game, what are you even doing on my channel? I mean, that was peak content. Peak content. She fired a strike. It was a little high, but she fired it in. Real athletic pitcher energy she had there. But anyway, that's not the point of this story. The point of this story is this right here, folks. This was showed in the pile. Now, when you the question is, when you're giving things away, you do, it's like a binary choice. Keep it, love it, or list it, right? Keep it or send it. So you have a keep pile and a send pile. Now, let me tell you something. This has to be the keep pile, because why would anyone give away their own vintage Mariners jersey with their name on the back? No one in their right mind would do that. So that means she's keeping this red sweatshirt, or whatever this may be. Maybe it's a hockey sweater, right? So we understand that that's a keep, right? So that is a keep, not a toss. Well, why do we care about this red item? Well, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. That is the hockey sweater given to her by Blake Moynes on their hometown date. So, does that mean anything? No. All it means is this. She's not getting rid of that sweater. Does that mean she's keeping the guy? We don't really know, folks, but that is technically a spoiler and a clue that was spotted on Reddit. Let's see if there's any comments from people here that want to elaborate on the spoiler. Let's go here to best comments. That brings up the good ones. Remember when Caitlin Bristow showed a Snapchat of her and winner Sean Booth in bed together? Yeah, remember those times when you didn't know Snapchats were public and she just blew it all? Her season is so spoiled. Andrew even publicly nominated Greg for Bachelor. I would think he would get in trouble for that, but doesn't look like anyone cares at this point. So these are all just like, doesn't she say she kept everything that every guy gave her? All right, there we go. So here it is. She said she kept everything every guy gave her. Yeah, she did. Also, if that's a donation pile, it could be a sign they broke up. I doubt that that's a donation pile. It has her Mariners Thurston jersey, the one she wore when she threw the first pitch of the Mariners game. So clearly everyone's on the same page here with understanding the sleuthing going on. So anyway, that's that. Let me know what you guys think about it. And of course, people are sharing the donation for Mary's Place that Katie's been posting about on her platform. Let me just say this. Katie, the reason why Katie's a special bachelorette is she risks saying, okay, I want to make sure I don't mess this quote up, because I do enjoy this quote so much. In difficult times that we live in, where everything can be used against you in the court of social media, I love this quote. In order to think, you have to risk being offensive. Katie puts herself out there with plenty of different thoughts. Some have been used against her. Flubs, gaffes, podcasts where she's a little drunk, things like that. It's important to not, cancel's a tough word. It's important to not silence somebody who's got a platform who can use it for good. Because while Katie, like the rest of us, isn't 100% evolved, because we're on this earth to learn and to grow, my thoughts, we are spirits in this human bodysuit, this meat suit, this meat vehicle, if you will, this organic two-legged meat vehicle. We are here to learn and to grow. So she doesn't have all the answers. She doesn't know every country in Africa. There's a lot, or whatever the case may be, right? She's not perfect. She'll kiss a girl and not realizing that some people are going to think it's queer baiting. There are plenty of things are going to happen when you're under the microscope that aren't going to be perfect. God knows I get it wrong every single day, but that's not the point. The point is that she continues to use her platform for good, to share things like RAINN, RAINN, the hotline that we can all donate to. And of course, as I mentioned, let me make sure I have the right clip here. As I mentioned, Katie, I said my conversation with Reality Steve would be monetized, and the proceeds in the first week of that conversation would go to RAINN. So I just posted this. I wanted to share it with you guys. I'm a little late on posting this because I've just been traveling and all that, and I wanted to do it right. I ended up giving a little bit more than the proceeds because sometimes podcasts don't perform as well. Like long-form content doesn't always perform as well as like the 10, 15-minute videos. This was a 70-minute conversation I had with Reality Steve, 14,000 views, and it made $188.88. So instead of just giving the first weeks, I just gave like the last 3 weeks, whatever it was, and we rounded that up to $200. And that's a donation to RAINN. That donation to RAINN is on behalf of all of you who watched the video, commented on it, gave your support, and all that jazz. That you've all contributed 1, 2, 3 clicks towards the $200 donation right there. Okay, folks? So I just wanted to make that clear because, I don't want people to think we're doing some false promises here. And that is 100% due to the work that Katie has done to promote organizations like this, charitable organizations. So you can go to donate.rainn.org or just go to rainn.org, RAINN.org, and you can match my donation. You can give $5. You can do whatever. You can give a monthly amount, whatever you want, and it helps people. There's a ton of. It's good to have a community when you're going through whatever issues you're going through to support you in this and that, and that's what the organization does. All right, folks. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. I think that's all for this video, but I'd love to know what you guys think about that spoiler, that little clue that was found there. Katie, here's what's tough. It's like you don't even know what you don't know. So like she's posting this thinking, oh, there's nothing in here, and then she's got the t-shirt, and it's like she's tried to send people misleading clues, red herrings, and she's done a really good job. I mean, honestly, I'll be honest. Bachelor should pay the production should pay the leads more to do what Katie Thurston's doing. They should pay them more to be so active on social media. It really creates another dimension when we watch the show to know that we've got this extra storyline happening. And anyway, I think she's done a great job. And like I said, rather than villainizing people for where they get things wrong, I think we need to highlight the good in people, let them grow in the places they need to grow, and not feel like someone can't be wrong. If you feel like you can't be wrong, then you are in a fixed mindset. To be in a growth mindset is to be able to ask stupid questions, to be like, I don't understand why people are supporting Simone Biles, which, that's an obvious one. I don't understand why we should be outraged that Sha'Carri Richard didn't get in the Olympics. It's important to have grace to figure things out we don't understand and have empathy there. And when we're trying to be perfect all the time, we don't ask questions. We don't put ourselves out there. And I honestly, I see that, like I said, again, I'm not trying to pit one person against the other. Someone had criticized me for being like harsh on Tayshia. And I like Tayshia. I really love her relationship with Zach, and I love everything we've seen. But I do see Tayshia being afraid to say and do the wrong thing, and that's a fixed mindset. And I hope she gets to a place where she can do some more heavy lifting, like when she's a host of a podcast, right? Becca Kufrin is asking all the hard questions to Justin Glaze about his offensive tweets, and I'm like, I want Tayshia to. You're on the podcast. I want you to be a part of it. I want to encourage you to do that. I want to encourage you to ask the wrong questions or say something stupid. But I do understand that there's a segment of the population that wants to shame people for doing and saying the wrong thing. So I do understand that that's out there, but I do appreciate the people that are willing to operate with a growth mindset, because I think it helps everyone out along the way. And I for sure don't know anything when I make these videos. I got to research things myself. So I treat myself as an idiot, and then I just bring to you guys some information. Like I said, it's like I'm the friend at the bus stop. The bus isn't here yet. You want to hear what I heard about this story? You know, my fiance and I, it's like when we're on road trips, I'll be like, boy, did you hear this one? And I'll just like share with her what I learned. I'll probably botch it up a little bit. It won't be perfect, but I'll be like, oh, this is an interesting story. And that's what you do. You just share information with each other. We just try to make it the right information, and we try to have empathy for others. And I think Katie's done a really good job with all that. So, it's the old Marilyn Monroe quote: if you can't love your bachelorette at her worst, you don't deserve her at her best. I think that's how it goes, right? So anyway, big shout out to all the positive she's doing, and for everyone out there that has also felt united by her story and this season of The Bachelorette, a big shout out to you guys. I will be doing a Patreon recording right after this, so you can go check that out. If you want the free version, you can listen to the audio only for the SAP podcast. It's my podcast, The SAP. And Saturday, tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Pacific, a Rise and Shine Patreon live stream. So if you're on the Patreon, go check that live stream out. We'll be doing a Saturday morning live stream. And everyone else out there, all this free content, it is here for you. So just hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys out there. Bye now.